and we're going to try to be quick so you guys can get back to your busy lives. Before we introduce ourselves, we're going to show a quick video that ties into our presentation.
Isn't it nice when things just work?
Okay, so this commercial is called The Cog, and you saw how one cog at the start of the commercial began the process to make this beautiful machine at the end. And in Caldwell County, we have this economic machine that is driven by all the awesome industry here that we learned about this week. And we also learned this week that as teachers, we're part of this economic machine. And so we're going to talk about in our presentation just what we learned and how we're going to apply it when we go back to our classrooms. So my name is Amanda Briegel, and I teach at the Early College High School. I teach English.
And my name is Kelly Helton. I am Program Director for Communities and Schools of Caldwell County.
I am Courtney Swanson, still at William Lenore, and I'm the school counselor.
Susan Deal, CCCTI Director of Engineering Technologies.
Jimmy Council, Dean of Adult and Continuing Education at the college.
I'm Jeff Holman. I'm the Director of Advanced Manufacturing and Vocational at Caldwell Community College.
So you heard at the end of the commercial how it said, isn't it great how when everything just works? And we wanted to add the together in there because we learned this week how important it is when everybody works together, and how powerful it would be if the school system and the community college and the industries and all of us teachers work together to make Caldwell County become even more prosperous and grow even more. And we're all cogs in this awesome machine that is Caldwell County. So we learned about this machine, and then we learned that we need more awareness, and that we learned that we need more qualified employees. We need our students to be qualified to take these jobs in the future. And as educators, we can help with soft skills, mathematical skills, and more awareness for these jobs. And that's our whole beautiful group. I don't know if you've seen that picture yet. And so the way we're going to implement this is we're all going to go one at a time and just tell you really quickly how we're going to use this in each of our respective fields.
At William Lenore, as the counselor, I have a newsletter which I develop and send out to teachers about 4 times a year. And in this newsletter, I'm going to share everything I learned in these 3 days because I think they need to know this. I also want to share this with parents when we have parent workshops. I do one in particular about options for 8th graders, and I definitely want to share this information. When I go into classes, I want to make sure I take this information to my students. And I also have a lunch program for 8th graders where I invite employers in to come in and talk with the students in an informal, small setting while they eat lunch. And some of you in here have participated in that. And I think I really want to expand that and make it more relevant, have more manufacturing in it.
So Communities in Schools is a local nonprofit dropout prevention organization. And we actually do a lot of these needs in our classroom setting. We do teach soft skills. We do workforce readiness for our high school graduates. We do service learning, entrepreneurship, and we also have a lot of people that come into our classes, and this is probably the biggest thing that I took away from this experience, is all of the amazing stories of people that have sort of grown this company off of a dream. The students that we deal with are high-risk students. They're students that are in poverty. Some of them haven't even been across the bridge to Hickory. So to take this experience back to them and bring some of these people that are sharing these stories into our classroom, to just kind of show them that no dream or no idea is too little or too small, and the amazing things that can come from working hard and learning these things in school.
One thing these 3 days have done has to put the importance that the college gives to specialized training for our workforce development. Part of that initiative is also to make it where we can have an interaction between continuing education and curriculum classes, where your students can come to the college through a curriculum class, get specialized training, maybe a certificate, maybe some sort of credential to help you in current workforce, and then we articulate that training into the curriculum side of the house. So your your employees can then further go and get their degree. Some of them don't even realize that the credentials they get through continuing education may actually transfer into curriculum credit. And so they're already on their way to a degree.
So recently, in response to industrial needs, the community college has added a welding technology program and an industrial systems technology program that has a concentration in mechatronics and a concentration in CNC machining.
And then as an English teacher, I definitely see a focus on making sure students are ready with interview skills and writing skills, especially not just being reliant on technology to write everything. And then I also plan the extracurricular Friday trips for my grade level at the early college. And we had a little focus on industry visits last year, and I'd like a renewed focus on that in every grade level next year. And so we definitely see some challenges with this, but we're all ready for those challenges. We want to see ability to focus on soft skills in the classroom, not just on these skills that the state mandates for testing. We need more parental involvement and awareness, and we need parents excited about the industries in Caldwell County, not just students and us teachers. And then we need that paradigm shift across the board. And then we all just struggle with student complacency. You've heard that about cell phones and attendance and things. And so moving forward, we just want to share the excitement that we all felt the last 3 days and keep telling people about what we saw, and then also encourage them to go out and explore all the awesome industry and passion for industry that's in Caldwell County.
Thank you.
Well, in the interest of time, I think that this is a good place for us to end. I know that there are lots of you, I saw lots of this, especially from the industry. I know that what you said, you also know that they heard. And this group of folks, we're working on, I think, closing in on 200 people have come through the higher ed program. Dr. Burns, how many teachers do we have in our school system? About 800. 200 teachers in a 6-year period of time. We got a long ways to go. But this is such an important effort to the industries who let us take up their time. Thank you. Thank you so very much. A lot will come from this, and these folks are eager not just to meet the needs for the employers, but also to meet the needs for the students for awesome futures ahead. So thank you very much, everyone, for attending today, and we'll look forward to doing this next year. Thank you.